down the aisle and everybody's saying hello to us, right? And then this one boy on the Gryffindor table comes around and goes, ah!
Who's that?
He's a psycho kid.
He's just somebody. Yeah.
Yeah? No, there is psycho, but he's not the boy who did that.
He's not the one.
Version. Check him out. He's in that side.
Look at the camera, wave and smile, wave and smile. Wave, move your hand.
1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hi. Welcome to the documentary on the most dangerous monster of the world. Look, he's grazing in the field over there. Ah! He bit me. This could turn out dangerous.
This boy is a virus.
Hey, he's a poacher. He's a poacher. Let's kill him.
Killed and crushed into tiny little pieces and served in dog food.
I've never seen a live poacher before. This is really amazing.
Unfortunately, I'm the only scientist in the world. Unfortunately, this is illegal. But you know, destroy him. Rules are made to be broken.
I think he has a shotgun. Ah, he's scaring you.
Right there. Unfortunately, he likes you to keep referring to them when he speaks.
I think he's trying to mate with the camera.
There. Because this guy goes into the gym, trips up on... Okay.
Devon, let's bring him down.
Let's bring...
인트로만 봐도 어질어질하시죠? 다니엘의 말에 의하면 350명의 어린아이들을 모아 입학식을 촬영했다고 합니다. 이제 촬영한 지 한 달째로 접어들었기 때문에 아이들의 얼굴에 긴장감이 없어지고 장난을 많이 치기 시작했네요. 나라가 영국이고 장소가 촬영장이지만 행동하는 건 우리의 초등학교 때 모습과 크게 다르지 않아서 친근감이 느껴집니다. 그럼 이번 영상에서는 호그와트 입학식 촬영 당시에 있었던 비하인드를 함께 보시죠. 영화에서 그레이트 홀로 들어가기 전 입구에서 맥고너글과 아이들이 만나는 장면과 입학식 장면이 바로 이어지기 때문에 같은 날 촬영한 것처럼 보입니다. 그렇지만 이 두 장면은 실제로 5달 차이로 촬영을 했다고 하는데요. 거기에 촬영 장소도 달랐다는 걸 알고 계셨나요? 입구 장면은 2000년 8월 26일 옥스퍼드에 있는 크라이스트 처치에서 촬영했지만 입학식 장면은 런던에 있는 해리포터 메인 스튜디오죠. 립슨 스튜디오에 그레이트 홀을 직접 지어 촬영했다고 합니다. 그레이트 홀이 완공될 때까지 기다리며 입구 장면을 찍은 지 5달 후인 1월 29일에 비로소 입학식 장면을 촬영했다고 하네요. 입구 장면은 맥고너글 교수님이 처음으로 등장하는 장면이기도 했는데요. 매기 스미스는 오스카 후보에 6번이나 노미네이트 되었고 그중 2의 수상에 성공한 당시에도 영국을 넘어 세계적인 대배우였는데요. 그런 그녀의 아우라가 촬영장의 스텝은 물론이고 아역 배우들까지 그대로 느꼈다고 합니다. 엄격하지만 따뜻함을 동시에 보여주기 힘든데 매기 스미스는 그런 맥고너글을 완벽하게 소화해냈었죠.
McGonagall, listen to everything she said. What we needed from McGonagall was someone that you were intimidated by, but someone who had a real sense of warmth and heart. And that's exactly who Maggie is. And I thought this is perfect for McGonagall.
And move, Maggie.
You meet her in the beginning of the film. She's in the scene where they're walking up the stairs, and she was intimidating. I mean, she was intimidating to the crew because she's so smart. She's so brilliant. And the kids could sense that. But that was good. At that point, she was the disciplinarian.
Everybody should be looking at her in awe of her.
I have to say a lot of good ideas came from Dame Maggie from our first fitting. She wanted to be Scottish. Her name is Scottish, so the whole idea of making her witch's hat more like a Scottish tam, that was actually her idea. She had some great ideas.
소설 원작을 읽어보면 교복에 대한 언급이 어디에도 없습니다. 롤링 작가도 아이들이 교복을 입지 않았다고 말했다고 합니다. 그렇지만 깔끔한 셔츠에 넥타이를 맨 모습이 너무 예뻤기 때문에 제작진은 만장일치로 교복을 입히기로 결정했다고 합니다. 이후에 영화에서 사복을 입은 모습이 주로 나오기는 했지만 해리포터 하면 영국 기숙학교 느낌이 나는 교복이 딱인 것 같아요. 덕분에 교복 굿즈도 해리포터를 대표하는 굿즈가 되었고요.
I tried to keep all the kids really classically British boarding school. Funnily enough, J.K. Rowling said that the kids did not wear uniforms. So we ended up testing Daniel in regular clothes with a wizard gown and uniforms, and everybody went for the uniforms because graphically it was much prettier.
Kevin, take a little tiny step to your right. Good. Excellent. Good.
No.
I'm here, I swear.
Okay, there you go.
I was really going for less of a contemporary look because I always wanted the film to have some sort of timeless quality. So their I remember their wardrobe test, dressing them as these adorable little English school children, and they looked amazing.
다음은 말포이 역을 맡은 톰 펠튼에 대한 캐스팅 비하인데요. 해리포터 책을 읽지 않았던 톰은 에이전트를 따라 오디션에 따라갔고 옆에 있던 아이가 그린고트, 트롤이 너무 좋아요라는 대답을 따라하며 책을 읽은 척 뻔뻔하게 거짓말을 하는 모습이 재밌어서 크리스 콜럼버스 감독이 캐스팅을 했다고 합니다. 해리포터를 한 번이라도 본 사람은 알듯이 그린고트에는 고블린이 나오지 트롤은 나오지 않습니다.
It's true then. We're saying in the train. Harry Potter has come to Hogwarts.
Tom was probably, out of everyone in those early days, the most experienced actor.
This is Crab and Goyle. And I'm Malfoy.
I'd done a few films before and a few TV things, and I was purely up there because my agent had said you should go.
Did you read the books to start with?
I had no idea what it was, no idea. I went for an audition for it, and everyone was talking about it.
I remember one of the first things they asked at the interview is, what is your favourite scene in the book? And there was a row of us, about 7 of us, and of course I hadn't read it, so I just, the guy next to me said, oh, Gringotts, I love the trolls. So I just said, yeah. Same as this guy, yeah, I love the trolls, they're brilliant. And straight away, Chris saw straight through that, and I'm pretty sure that gave him a little internal laugh, so that could have helped, I don't know.
At one point, when we were trying to find who's going to play Harry Potter, I thought Tom was so good, let me put some makeup on him and put a scar on him and a black wig and see if he could do Harry Potter. So we tested Tom as Harry Potter in that succession of screen tests. But we realized after the screen test we felt was better for Draco Malfoy.
Out of the whole book, I'd rather to be Malfoy than anyone else, because I get to be a baddie.
이제 그레이트홀 세트장에서 촬영했던 입학식 촬영 비하인드를 보기로 하죠. 때는 해가 지나서 1월 29일 마법사의 돌 촬영 후반부로 접어들었습니다. 그레이트홀의 모습은 정말 마법 같았다고 합니다. 보통 같았다면 가짜 돌과 나무로 세트장을 만들었겠지만 제작진은 그레이트홀에 심혈을 기울여서 만들었어요. 이 세트장이 마지막 영화인 죽음의 성물까지 10년 동안 사용할 거란 걸 당시에는 상상도 못했다고 하네요. 진짜 돌을 사용한 덕분에 10년 동안 세트장을 아주 잘 사용했다고 합니다.
Reaction this time from the ceiling. I need to see it on their face. Everyone have to amaze as you go in. Doors.
I remember walking into this great hall the first time and just not believing it. It was just so amazing. It's a magic place to be.
Early on in the process, there was talk about us actually shooting the Great Hall in a location.
Christchurch College in Oxford have a great hall. It was the inspiration for this one, but it wouldn't have made a good set. So we decided to build the Great Hall.
You know, I found out we were doing it in the studio. You know, like, how are they going to create something so vast? You know, will it be as big as it should be?
There was a lot of talk about the size of the Great Hall. I seem to remember that Joe Rowling wrote about 900 kids gathering there for lunch and dinner, and we realized that that was impossible to do. So we whittled it down to a place that would probably hold about 400, 500 kids, and that felt large enough.
I'll say 1, 2, 3, and action. The food appears. Set. 1, 2, 3, action.
I think what's good about it is that even though it's a source of so much magic, it's firmly rooted in reality. And I think that makes the magic all the stronger when it unexpectedly grows out of something that is seemingly so real.
I mean, most sets are kind of literally all polystyrene and fake wood and everything, but a lot of the stuff that's in the Great Hall is real stone, real wood.
We built a lot of fire into the Great Hall, so it just had this sense of warmth and magic.
ENF cameras. Set.
However, the floating candlesticks were a bit of a problem because we decided to do them practically as opposed to creating them in a CGI environment. So we placed hundreds of floating candles above tables with tiny strings, and all of those candles had to be lit before each take, and all of them were on a sort of a pulley system where they moved up and down so they felt like they were floating.
It's not real, the ceiling. It's just bewitched to look like the night sky. I read about it in Hogwarts, a history.
When we did the shot where we craned down through all of these floating candles, you couldn't see the strings. Everyone in the screening room applauded that day. It was just stunning. Stunning work from John Seal.
It was incredible. It was amazing. Like, no acting required.
앞에서 말씀드렸듯이 무려 350명의 아이들이 입학식 촬영에 참여했다고 합니다. 거기에 신기한 것 투성인 촬영장에서 아이들이 정말 시끄러웠을 텐데 이걸 통제한 크리스 콜럼버스 감독이 대단한 것 같습니다. 이 감독은 나홀로 집에 리세스 타워 파이어 등을 연출한 것처럼 아역 배우들을 정말 잘 다루는 것 같습니다. 이런 그가 해리포터 1, 2편을 연출한 건 정말 탁월한 캐스팅이었다는 생각이 드네요.
Come on, guys. This one will be the last thing. No matter what happens. Focus. Big reaction. It's almost lunchtime for you guys. Yeah.
Quiet, please. Be ready. Thank you.
Okay.
The only problem when you've got loads of people is you find that the breaks aren't as much because they've got to move so many people out and so many people back in again. Hello.
I'm tremendously kind of amazed by the level of commitment and control that the kids have got. I would never have imagined, just from going to school to drop my daughter off, that you could get together that many kids without chaos breaking out, and yet they all seem very dedicated to what they're doing, very focused, very clear, and they take direction amazingly well. And there's 300 kids in the room.
Hold on, everybody pause. Dan, take a little step back. Rupert, take a little. You guys okay focus-wise?
Chris was in the Great Hall with about 350 children, and if one came up and talked to him, he would automatically just sit down as though he'd known them all his life.
Roll sound.
Here it is. Okay, relax. Relax, okay?
I don't know how he does it. If I was him and I had 100 kids running around, I'd just flip. But he's kept his cool all the way down, and he's been really nice for everyone.
Scared? We're really terrified?
He has helped us through the whole entire film. I've learned so much. I feel like I've learned so much through the acting experience.
Got it?
Chris had this tremendous enthusiasm, which is what was very much needed on those first two films, because, you know, if we come on to the first two films and the director had been horrible, I don't think any of us ever would have acted again.
And cut.
Roll sound.
Start the cameras, please, Patrick.
Do the same as we did before. D8, 3 AD and E cameras. Right, set.
No, before we begin, Professor Dumbledore would like to say a few words.
Yes. And here they are. Nitwit, Blubber, Oddment, Tweak. Thank you.
Great!
재밌게 보셨다면 구독과 좋아요 꼭 부탁드리고 더 궁금한 점이나 공유하고 싶으신 이야기가 있으시다면 댓글로 남겨주세요. 그럼 저는 최대한 빠른 시일 내로 유익한 영상으로 다시 돌아오겠습니다. 지금까지 더블리였습니다.